Hello everyone, again me, Matt from Plumbing. Today I am going to show you how to install a kitchen faucet or replace your kitchen faucet. So in this setup over here we have a Moen kitchen faucet. So obviously I don't have a brand new kitchen faucet just because the kitchen faucet is new. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to take this off and install this faucet again. This would work if you're going to replace with a similar style faucet that you have already. Not to mention that there is 1,000 different brand and model available on the market. My explanation of this installation may not implement on every one, but a general idea. The faucet are faucet meant to dispense hot and cold water and wash the dishes. So if you follow up these rules and you do your bit of a research and investigation, you should be able to do it. If you think about this specific installation or replacement, there are certain tools that you should have it ready on hand. Now, obviously safety first. Pair of gloves, it's very important, so you want to protect your hand. Now the second thing that you have to do is to make sure that you shut the water off to the faucet. Well, you're going to take the faucet off, you don't want to cause any flood and damage to your house. If you look underneath the kitchen sink into the cabinet, you should be able to see the shut-off valves, which in this case we have 2 1/4 shut-off valve under the kitchen sink, which we're going to shut them off. Okay, in this case we have 2 1/4 shut-off valve, which is supplying the water to the faucet. We're going to shut them off. Once we do so, we wanted to make sure there is no water coming to the faucet. Sometimes happen that the shut-off valves may not function. Do not make a mistake until you test this and make sure that there is no water coming in. Then do not take the faucet apart. Once you shut the water valve off, as I said, we wanted to make sure that the water is off. Yes, I don't have no hot and no cold water coming in, so that's a good sign that the shut-off valves are working. So talking about the tools, there's a couple small or simple tools that you need. So obviously rags, or you can use paper towel just to clean up any water drip. A plier, which people always have it at home. A multi-screwdriver, and a removal tools, which is not necessary to have it, but if you have it, if you saved it, perfect. Now I'm going to show you how to do it with the tools and without the tools. So we got to get back underneath the kitchen sink. Okay, the first thing that you have to do, you got to take the weight off. This weight is meant to pull the sprayer head down and hook it up into the place. So on this specific one we have the clamp. We're just going to open up the clamp and we're going to take the weight off. So we're going to place the weight on the side. Now next into this is we got to disattach the hoses. So doing so, we may get a bit of a drip, so I'm going to place a couple rags down there to absorb the water. So in this one we have the supply hoses to the sprayer head, which is, again, I have a click in clamp over here. Just gonna press this and then this will release the hose. Once I have the hose released, so I want to make sure that I am going to collect all the water. So I'm gonna leave this on here on top of the rags. Then the next would be me opening this. Thing that you want to do is to take the guard nut off. So the guard nut is meant to protect the hose against scrubbing with the metal. So very simple, you don't need the tools a lot of time. Just gonna loosen this and you're gonna slide it off. We have to pull up this sprayer hose. As you see, as I am pushing this up, the sprayer head would comes off. So I'm gonna pull until the hose will be gone from in here. So once that happened, then the next things that I wanted to do is to disconnect my supply hoses. Once again, you gotta make sure that the shut-off valves are fully off. So in here you do need a plier. So you're gonna hold the shut-off valve, you're gonna go counterclockwise. Gonna place the rag around the hose to collect any water. Gonna take the hose off. Yes, and the next one. The rags goes around it. You're gonna hold the shut-off valve. You're gonna take the hose off. And that's it. So now we have our hose disattached, everything ready to go. The next things that we have to do, now we gotta disattach the faucet from the counter. So that's where these tools is coming to use. As I said, if you do not have this tool, which always comes with a brand new faucet on pack, then obviously you gotta do something about it. So a lot of time when I don't have this on hand, I'm ending up using my plier. It would be a little bit more difficult. You gotta lay down and trying to reach out to the nut and then open it up, but it is definitely doable. So first I'm gonna show you how to do it with the tools, then I'm gonna show you how to do it without the tools. So when you have the tools, you're gonna place it in here and trying to reach out this nut on top. The nut is the only thing that holding the faucet into the countertop. So you're just gonna press it in. Sometimes it's loose enough that I can open it up with a hand, as you see. But sometimes you may need a little bit of a force. To implement any force into these tools, if you see there is holes being made into this, and there is a reason for these holes. So once you have it into the nut, you can always get a help of a screwdriver. Just gonna stick a screwdriver in here, so you see, and this will give you a bit of a help. So you're just gonna twist this and that make it easier for you. So you see, and if you have the change of position, you're gonna take it off. You're gonna come back to the proper position. You're gonna put your screwdriver back. So if you're doing this all alone yourself, and you're afraid if the kitchen faucet may fall off and break the countertop, so you can always hold into the supply hoses just to secure the kitchen faucet. So you're going to remove this and you're going to remove the nut, and this is the plate. Now go to the other side and you're trying to remove the faucet now. The faucet off, as simple as this. Should you need to replace your kitchen faucet, then don't forget to watch the next video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and support our channel for more useful video. Call Wrench It Up Plumbing at 416-800-5050.